up on YouTube so I can see your guys' comments. And let's see here. No, I gotta go out of my channel and back in. My channel. There it is. All right. And oh, come on. Let's see who's on here. So, hey Mike, thanks for joining us. So as you guys know, I'm always looking for good horses for my action figures. And so this is no different. And so I thought, you know what? I seen this horse, supposed to be a 1/12 size horse for figures. I thought, cool. I will check that out and see if it works or not. So I bought this horse right here, and I have the link in the description so you can check it out. But before we jump too far, I have a name change thanks to one of the people here on the site. They said, let's see, it was John Woo 4254. He said, the pocket part's kind of weird for pocket, I say his name wrong, Pocket Paladin. And he said, how about naming him Pal Odin? And I thought, Pal Odin, that's kind of cool. So I decided to think about that. And I thought, you know, I wouldn't want him named Odin because, you know, obviously the Norse myths and everything else. I thought, how about Pal Odin? So you can see it in the description, the title there. It's Pal Odin. Not Pal Odin, but Pal Odin. Kind of like Man E Faces or Man at Arms. So it's three names, dashes in between. Pal, the letter O, and D-I-N, Din. Pal Odin. People call him Hey Pal. Hey Pal. Hey Pal. So his nickname is Pal, but he goes by Pal Odin. Pal Odin. All right, so that's enough of Paladin. And yes, people told me that Paladins don't use a giant brute axe or whatever. I don't care. You've seen a lot of other He-Man characters that really don't match. Like Slamurai is not a samurai, you know. So if they can get away with naming names that are similar but not quite on, I'm doing the same thing. And Paladins usually have armor on, so I figured he's got so much armor on his right side. He is Pal Odin. So there we go. No more pocket, just Pal Odin. All right, so yes, that's why I didn't want to use the Odin part, because yeah, I don't like to mess around with a lot of Greek mythology stuff. So it's funny, I'm sitting here putting away my Skeletors, and I just wanted to show you guys. I know most of you guys have seen this, but all of a sudden this has struck my interest one more time, my Caucasian Keldor, and I just think he's so cool looking. And so I wanted to show him to you one more time. There he is before I put him away. Oh, it's kind of a cool figure. So this is supposed to be, as you guys may or may not know, when they made Keldor originally, or were going to, he was going to be the same color as King Randor. He's not going to be blue. And so the original 80s would look more like this than what we see with the blue. And basically the blue happened because he's half dead. He's a zombie-like figure. And if you were to look at somebody who's hasn't had oxygen for a while, their skin turns kind of blue. And yes, this is probably more blue than it would be, but there's all kinds of other things to it too. Now, way originally, he was actually a skull creature from another dimension that came over and was going to have all his skull brothers join him too. See? You can see the black plastic underneath there from scratching from the chain before, because it used to be on the Dragon Blaster Skeletor. And it's so annoying, that stupid chain they put across there to scratch them. And so yes, as you guys know, that's why I use the elastic for my chains to not cause paint scrapage. Paint scrapage! So, anyway, I guess I'll put these away. Oh, let's see, his sword's in the way. I just think this guy's so cool looking. And of course I got a bird stand for him too that's kind of purplish blue. And I usually give him a Screech so you can have his Screech. I'd like to imagine that Keldor had more animals than Skeletor kind of thing. So that's why he has the bird. There we go. Anyway, this video is not about Keldor. I need to order the flesh-colored head. Yes, and this head was actually from another figure. Demonis, something like that. He was from the same line as oh, it was from Conan, I think. It was the Conan bad guy. Anyway, back from the 80s. Anyway, this video is not about that. So let me stick that back away. I was just getting, like I said, I was getting ready. Look at this cute little Skeletor sword. For these cute little Skeletors. Burp, 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 burp. If you guys ever seen the episode where all the Skeletor minions are created from that machine, so I bought a ton of these so I could relive that scene. Now, granted, they came in 2-packs, so I gave away lots of He-Man figures to people, so I could make these little miniature Skeletors. Now, yes, they are a little more stocky than our main Skeletor, but I thought it's kind of cool to redo that scene from Filmation. Oh, there we go. All the mini Skeletors. Yeah, I know. If you didn't know, Skeletor was my first He-Man figure I ever got. So he does have a special place. And that's why I always say he's not really a bad guy. He's just misunderstood. And he just wants some of the power too, just like He-Man has. Okay, let's get to the horse. The horse, of course. That's why we're here. So I bought this horse, and I was excited, thinking, "Oh, I can't believe this horse is so inexpensive." And it's for figures that are 1/12 scale. And so I'm thinking in my head, it was gonna be like this, bum bum bum, some big giant massive horse like we had with the classics. Now, I should have known better, because for one, this horse right here really is not 1/12. This is actually kind of bigger than that, because it's made for 7-inch figures, 6.5, whatever. So this horse is smaller, but it is kind of heavy. Let's go and open up. It shows the back of the box, some things you can do. You can see a 1/12 figure standing next to it, kind of cool. There's another figure right in it, and it's got a lot of articulation. And for the price, you can't beat it. I got the link in the description if you guys want to see the link. Now, it did come in a bag, and so it's just totally mangled, the box. It looks like the horse itself was not damaged, though. So that was cool. Wow, there's a lot of tape on here. They got this thing taped all the way around the periphery of it. It's a weird word, periphery. Out around the edge. So cool. I saw this one guy one time, his name was Edge, and he was just an awesome performer. And I've searched for him on YouTube, but I saw him years ago, and I don't think he has a YouTube presence. He was just at some live theater thing. But he's actually an inventor of different ways to use different kinds of Chinese yo-yos and stuff. And he showed off his inventions. It was so cool. And it's like, dude, you missed your calling. You could have been so much bigger than what he was. There is the little horse, of course. You have to say of course after you say the word horse. They just go together. It has a stand. Let's see, you can make it do Bronco moves. It's got some sandpaper. That's really strange. I guess maybe it's for sanding off certain edges. Now, it does say that the horse is handmade. I'm not sure what that means. Ooh, it's actually pretty heavy and pretty stout. This is actually a pretty good build. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation, and then I'll do some more size comparisons. Wow, it does have some really nice joints. Let's start with the legs. So we have these ball joints, and they got quite a lot of movement in them. And so that's cool. And then they also come in and out. So you can actually twist the legs and move them all around. Now it does leave for some strange openings on the back if you have it weird, but if you push them together, then it doesn't look too bad. Too bad. You can see it's on a ball joint though. I've never seen a horse leg on a ball joint. Oh, you can just pop it right off. Look at that. So you can kind of see how this ball joint is. What an interesting build. And the front leg's the same way. So again, lots of movement. And then we got the ball joint there, a ball joint there. That's crazy, all the movement you can get from this. And the head is also on a ball joint. So if you were to buy more than one of these, you could do some mixing and matching. And then this is on a small ball joint. It looks like it might snap though, so be careful. And then we have the harness and other things. Let's go and see what Tila looks like on them. Ho! It's riding horse Tila. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, not too bad. I don't think she looks bad on there at all. Let's go and compare her to one of the old She-Ra horses from forever ago in the 80s. Forever ago in the 80s. That actually looks pretty decent. Okay, so here is a here is a She-Ra horse from back in the 80s, and it's actually about the same size. Now this horse's head goes higher up, but I suppose he put this leg straight and did the old twisty bendy leg. Let's go and put it in the exact same pose. I guess this leg you can't quite get in the exact same pose. You can get close though. Just be careful, these legs are really spindly. There we go, and the head's up higher. Oh, she's ready to tumble. Sorry about that, I had the camera off. But you can see, for the most part, the bodies are pretty similar in size. The butt's the same height up on top. This part's lower though on this horse, and it's higher on this horse. The front legs here actually are taller on this horse, and the neck's pushed up higher too. So that makes this horse shorter, as the legs are not quite the same length, as you can see. But the saddle sits the same height. It's just this head is just not quite as tall up. There we go. There we go. If you just straighten it out a little more. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a very comparable size. So if you're looking for a good horse to replace your She-Ra horses from the past, this horse is great for size. The price is, like I said, very comparable for, or not comparable, very inexpensive for how much articulation you get. I just wish they'd work with classics, but that's okay. So now I got to go back online, see the other colors they have, see if I can find a horse for Tila. I think her horse is supposed to be kind of a yellowish brown, if I remember right. I guess I got to look in the comic, don't I? That horse is cool. That will work just fine. All right, let's see what we can do with the stand here. I can't stand. Oh, I'm guessing. Oh, it's got a spot right there. Nope. Just plug it right in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Now, of course, you can feel that this hinge is permanently bent. So I'm guessing it's made for one thing only, and that's to do something like this, you know. That's pretty cool, though. Ha-ho, silver, and away. Yep, gold or wine. to this horse, not a unicorn. You can add a horn. I mean, they're not going to find a perfectly perfect unicorn that can do so much. That is pretty cool. Nice. Now, if you look in the comics, it actually shows both a horse and a unicorn, depending on which page you're looking at. Let me go ahead and grab the book of He-Man comics. I have it right over here, past all this garbage on my floor. Oh. Okay. We'll have He-Man's mom do story time. Story time. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Let's open the book. The book of knowledge from the He-Man world. All right, in this book, we shall see. That's as far as my thing can twist. That's funny. That's what I get for getting a new all right, we'll look at the first one here. We'll see if Tila has a horse in this one. There she is, and it's a unicorn. You can see the horn right there. And yes, it's kind of a brownish wine tan here. It's a little lighter yellow in color. And it's got the horn. There again. Oops, sorry. It's got the horn in that one. On to the next one. This one here. No horse. Of course. This one here. There's the horse. You really can't tell if it's a unicorn horn on it or not from that picture. It kind of looks like no. We shall see in other pictures. Maybe. I could be wrong. Maybe it was always a unicorn. Oh, yep. Here you can see the horse is golden, but no horn on that head. That's actually like the ear, the fur or something on there. But not a horn. So you can go either way. Either make it a unicorn or not. I think it's kind of weird to make it a unicorn because there's just too many unicorns going on, but yep, not a unicorn. So kind of strange when they were drawing it that Roy didn't have what they were doing. But it's time for me to go back on there and look and see if they got the same brand. And like I said, I got the link in the description. In a unicorn flavor, or not unicorn flavor, in a golden flavor. Just like the golden Oreo. Stand, horse, stand. Nay. Maybe it's just what the sandpaper's for, to sand the bottom of it to rough it up so it doesn't slide so easily. There we go. Her legs kicking up like she's flailing. There we go. Dun da da. Dun da 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 da. Put her hand on the. I just know this horse is gonna fall any second. All right. That is pretty much all that I have. Let me check your guys' comments before I end this video. The horse is down, Mike says. Hebro, would you use He-Man's Origins to make a Brave Star Origins custom Stridor? Would make a great 30-30. Yes, it definitely would. I see there's power in reading. There you go. Pop actor, I told you, Todd, laughing out loud. Can her feet go in the stirrups? Oh. Let's see. Now, I found out from somebody else who is a horse person who watches my channel that I've been doing it wrong this whole time. That these stirrups, when they point their feet, they actually point them backwards than I thought. They point them up. Is that how it is? I don't remember now. I have to go back and read the comments now. Let's go ahead and give her a good bend on those legs. Stick her feet in there. Not very easily. They're a little bit too short. Oh, I guess if I line them up right, it might help. Okay, let's try it again. There's one side. There's the other side. I think you can if you were to monkey with it for a while. It feels like it's just a string connecting the two, so you could add this longer string in there if you needed to. But I'm thinking if you were patient and you took your time, there we go, you could probably get them to work. Not quite. They're just a little bit off. And it looks like I broke this one too. So you may need to add your own string in there. So you can see it's just like that. So you can make them probably any length you want by adding your own piece in there. That hasn't come off anymore. This right here is like really thin stuff. Listen. This is my fingers rubbing on it. As far as articulation goes, there's a lot in this horse. Now, again, if you bend it too far, you have some weird stuff like that going on. But for the most part, I mean, the tail's articulated. Back in the saddle again. I wonder what those are for right there. Now again, I was disappointed. I thought it'd be bigger, but it does work great for Origins. You know what? I should try the original Tila. See how she fits on there instead of the Origins. Let's see. Let's grab the original 80s Tila. There she is. I guess I could try Rio Blast too while I was at it, but we'll just take a He-Man figure and throw him on there. So here's the original 80s Tila. Oops, I pushed a little too hard. I put it on there. Well, she will definitely not fit in the stirrups. Stay, Tila, stay. My Tila's legs have seen better days. There we go. Not too bad. Original 80s He-Man. Now, because he's so muscular, it does look kind of funny. I mean, a person's legs should not be bigger than their horse's legs. But, what, oops. And that's what I think of you, He-Man. Whomp. Not too bad. It's about the right height for a horse. Yeah, I think it works good with these He-Man figures. Not with classics, obviously, but with the original figures and new origins. I think it works pretty good. Tila's kind of straddling, kind of wide-legged, but not horrible. But then again, when you come to classics, it's just ridiculous. Burp. It's like a giant woman's trying to ride a little pony. But then again, classics is quite a bit taller than origins. Hey, it could be Paladine's horse. I got a pony. He's getting thrown off too. Ugh, his legs are just going all cattywampus. All right. Let's take a look. I don't like all classics. Some look weird. Yes. How could you tell if there was a male plane? I will catch Rio Blast on fire and let him burn. Oh, funny stuff. Bring on the Westerns with the Horses, Brave Star, Galaxy Rangers. We need them to bring justice to the new frontier. Nice. All right. With that, I told my wife I'd be done by 8:30 my time here on the West Coast, and it is 8:38, so I need to get off this video. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. And until then, good journey. And remember, please share the videos if you enjoy them. And that is it. Oh, Pop Actor says it's 11:38 where he's at. Looks like the female origins figures work pretty good with them. Yeah, definitely. It is. I would just take the stirrups off. I would just forget about them and just stick the I mean, we didn't have stirrups for the She-Ra horses, did we? I don't remember. Thanks, Mike. All right, you guys. And John, thanks again for helping me name this guy. I appreciate it, man. Much better name than Pocket Paladin. Paladin. Good journey. Bye now. Thanks, Ronald. I'm looking forward to it too. Bye now.